As autumn arrives and leaves turn brilliant colors, the landscape transforms into a vibrant tapestry of reds, oranges, and yellows. It's a time when nature puts on a spectacular show, and every corner of the forest seems to be painted with the hues of fall. Another sign of the season appears: the woolly bear caterpillar. These fuzzy little creatures are often seen crawling through the fallen leaves, adding to the charm of the autumn scenery. You might spot these fuzzy creatures scurrying across sidewalks or garden paths, seemingly on a mission. Their determined movements make them a fascinating sight for both children and adults alike. For generations, woolly bears have been celebrated in folklore as nature's weather forecasters. Communities gather at fall festivals to honor these tiny creatures, sharing stories and traditions that have been passed down through the years. The legend says you can predict winter severity by the color bands on their bodies. A wider brown band is said to indicate a milder winter, while a larger black band suggests a harsher one. But is there any truth to this, or is it just a charming story? Scientists have studied these caterpillars to see if there's any merit to the folklore, and while the results are mixed, the legend persists. The woolly bear is actually the larval stage of the Isabella tiger moth, and its fall journey is a race to find a safe place to hibernate before winter sets in. They seek out sheltered spots under leaves or logs to survive the cold months. So next time you see one, remember, this tiny creature is both a survivor and a symbol of the season's mysteries. Its presence is a reminder of the intricate cycles of nature and the enduring allure of autumn. Today, we'll explore the folklore and science behind this iconic autumn insect. From classrooms to festivals, the woolly bear continues to captivate our imagination. Let's dive into the world of the woolly bear and uncover the secrets of this fascinating fall forecaster. The legend of the woolly bear caterpillar is as charming as it is simple. According to folklore, the width of the caterpillar's brown band predicts the severity of the coming winter. If the brown band is wide, people say the winter will be mild and gentle. But if the brown band is narrow, it's believed that a harsh, cold winter is on the way. This idea has been passed down for generations, sparking curiosity and excitement each autumn as people search for these fuzzy little creatures. The black bands at each end of the woolly bear are said to represent the beginning and end of winter, almost like a natural calendar written on the caterpillar's body. Observers look closely at these bands, hoping to read nature's secret message about the months ahead. This whimsical idea gained national attention in the 1940s, thanks to Dr. Charles Curran, a scientist at the American Museum of Natural History. Dr. Curran and his team spent years measuring woolly bears and sharing their forecasts with the public. Newspapers eagerly reported his findings, and soon the woolly bear became a symbol of seasonal prediction. Although Dr. Curran's studies were informal and meant mostly for fun, the tradition quickly caught on. Communities across the country began to embrace the woolly bear as a quirky weather forecaster, and the story spread far beyond its scientific roots. Today, families and friends venture outdoors each fall, searching through fallen leaves and grassy fields for woolly bear caterpillars. It's become a beloved seasonal activity, with children and adults alike eager to see what the caterpillars might predict for the winter ahead. The story's simplicity is part of its magic. It connects us to the rhythms of nature and gives us a playful sense of control over the unpredictable weather. Holding a woolly bear in your hand, you can't help but feel a little closer to the mysteries of the natural world. Even though the woolly bear's predictions aren't based on science, the folklore has become a cherished autumn ritual. Festivals and community events celebrate the caterpillar, bringing people together to share in the fun. For many, it's a joyful way to engage with the outdoors, spark curiosity in young minds, and pass down a bit of seasonal magic from one generation to the next. The woolly bear's legend is a reminder that sometimes the best traditions are the ones that invite us to wonder and play. The woolly bear's legend lives on, blending curiosity, tradition, and a touch of whimsy, reminding us that a little folklore can make the changing seasons even more magical. Another layer of woolly bear folklore is the 13-week theory. The caterpillar's body has 13 segments, each said to represent a week of winter. According to the legend, black segments mean cold, snowy weeks, while brown ones signal milder weather. Some people examine each segment, hoping to predict winter week by week. This turns the caterpillar into a living, crawling almanac. While creative, there's no scientific evidence for this theory. Still, it's a fun way to connect with nature and imagine the stories hidden in a tiny creature's stripes. The segment-by-segment reading adds detail to the myth, making the woolly bear even more fascinating. It's another example of how we look to nature for clues about the future. Entomologists have a different take on the woolly bear's stripes. The color bands don't predict the future, they reveal the caterpillar's past. The main factor influencing coloration is age and growth, not upcoming weather. As woolly bears grow, they molt, and their appearance changes. A caterpillar that hatched early and had plenty of food will look different from one that started late. Studies show no correlation between bandwidth and winter severity. The stripes are a record of the caterpillar's life, not a weather forecast. While the folklore is fun, science tells a story of growth and survival. The real magic is in understanding how these creatures adapt to their world. Scientists have discovered that the width of the woolly bear caterpillar's brown band is a fascinating indicator of its age and life experiences. This band, which wraps around the fuzzy body, isn't just for show, it's a living timeline, telling the story of the caterpillar's growth and survival. When woolly bear caterpillars are young, they appear almost entirely black, with only the faintest hint of brown. At this stage, they're just beginning their journey, searching for food and shelter in a world full of challenges. As these caterpillars grow, they shed their skin several times, a process called molting. With each molt, the brown band in the middle of their bodies becomes more pronounced and wider, marking their progress through the season. A woolly bear with a wide, bright brown band is usually older and has enjoyed plenty of food. Contrary to popular belief, this doesn't predict a mild winter. It simply means the caterpillar has thrived. The timing of egg laying and the speed of caterpillar growth are shaped by the weather in spring and summer. Warm, sunny days encourage faster development, while cooler, rainy periods can slow things down. When the season is long and warm, caterpillars have more time to eat and grow, resulting in more mature individuals with noticeably wide brown bands by autumn. So, when you spot woolly bears in the fall, you'll notice a variety of band widths. Each one reflects a unique journey. Some faced more obstacles, while others found abundant food and warmth. If you see a caterpillar that's mostly black, it's likely younger, or may have struggled to find enough food. It's not a sign of a harsh winter, but rather a snapshot of its personal struggle and growth. The colors and stripes on each woolly bear are like a living biography, recording the ups and downs of its life, not a prophecy about the weather to come. Every woolly bear you encounter is a survivor, carrying the story of its own challenges, triumphs, and the environment it grew up in. Their colorful stripes are nature's way of recording a season well lived, a vibrant, fuzzy testament to the caterpillar's resilience and the ever-changing world it inhabits. Age isn't the only reason for color variation in woolly bears. There are many similar-looking caterpillars, and even within the same species, genetics play a role. Just as people have different hair colors, woolly bears can be naturally lighter or darker. Diet and environment also matter. What the caterpillar eats and the moisture in its habitat can affect its appearance. For example, caterpillars in wetter areas may appear darker. These factors reflect the caterpillar's environment, not the coming winter. The woolly bear's look is shaped by species, genetics, food, and weather, past, not future. The real story is more complex than folklore suggests. Each caterpillar's colors are a unique blend of nature and nurture. The woolly bear's legend has inspired unique celebrations, like the Vermilion Woolly Bear Festival in Ohio. Started in 1973 by TV weatherman Dick Goddard, it's now the largest event of its kind in the state. The festival features a lively parade, woolly bear costumes, and decorated cars. The highlight is the woolly bear races, where kids and adults race their caterpillars up a track. The winning caterpillar delivers the official winter forecast. Beyond the races, there's live music, food, and contests for the best woolly bear. The festival crowns a woolly bear king and queen, adding to the fun. It's a joyful community tradition that brings people together to celebrate the season. The woolly bear is the star, turning folklore into a day of laughter and local pride. The Woolly Bear's fame stretches to Banner Elk, North Carolina, where the Woolly Worm Festival has been a tradition since 1978. Thousands gather each October for worm races, crafts, and mountain music. The winning worm earns a cash prize and is used to make the official winter prediction, segment by segment. The festival features dozens of heats, with worms racing up strings to reach the finals. Attendees cheer on their chosen racers, hoping for victory and a spot in local lore. Beyond the races, the festival celebrates Appalachian culture with handmade goods and regional foods. It's a family-friendly event that blends quirky fun with community spirit. Like Vermilion, Banner Elk's festival shows how folklore can unite and entertain. The woolly bear becomes a symbol of local pride and seasonal joy. The woolly bear caterpillar sits at the crossroads of science and folklore. Its stripes have inspired generations to predict winter, even as science reveals a different story. The bands reflect the caterpillar's age, diet, and environment, not the weather to come. Yet, the legend endures, bringing families together for fall adventures and community festivals. We don't have to choose between myth and fact. Both add richness to our experience. Woolly Bear festivals celebrate tradition, curiosity, and a love for nature. So next time you spot a woolly bear, enjoy the moment. Make a prediction, then marvel at its real-life journey. The woolly bear reminds us that nature's stories are both magical and true. Whether you believe in its forecasting powers or not, this fuzzy caterpillar is a delightful part of autumn.